Hey guys, what's going on? This is Deadly. Today I thought I'd share some of my favorite weapon setups in DayZ and explain why they're my go-to choices in PvP combat. I get asked often during my broadcasts what is the best gun, and I'm sure most of you agree that there isn't one weapon that does it all. Sure, there are favorites like the M4 which can be customized to meet a variety of different standards, but it does lack ranges past 400. Let's start off with my favorite weapon setups. Number 1, the Mosin AKS. I've already created a few videos showcasing this setup before, so I'm sure if you watch some of my PvP videos, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I go with the Mosin PU plus compensator, and I also have a suppressed AKS on my backpack to eliminate issues with double carrying. You get the best of mid-range sniping power and short-range domination. The AKS iron sights are also widely considered to be some of the best in the game, making this gun a solid choice for anybody having problems with lining up shots. Ammo for both the AKS and the Mosin are also reasonable to find. You can find 545 ammo in police stations, guardhouses, and police cars, as well as military camps. And Mosin ammo can be found in residential buildings, industrial sheds, lemonade stands, and military camps, and helicopter crashes. It's also fun to throw a few gun wraps on this setup. The Mosin does have a few drawbacks with its range, so it's natural to switch this out for a Winchester if you don't like the PU scope. But I promise you, if you give this setup a try, you won't be disappointed. Number 2, AK-74 Cash-In Scope. This is an interesting one because a lot of players share different opinions on which AK setup is their favorite, and people are usually surprised when I say it's the AK-74. I'm going to explain why. First, the ammo is very common, as I already mentioned above. Finding magazines doesn't take a whole lot of effort, and out of all the AKs, the 74 is the most common that you'll find in military tents. It fits right in the middle between the AKM and the AK-101. The AKM shoots much slower, has a higher recoil, but hits harder than the 74, but most of the time, accuracy is more important than the heavy rounds. It's better to land a successful 3 to 4 round burst than to try to plink your target one round at a time. Don't get me wrong though, the AKM is an absolute beast in the right hands. I simply just had more success with the AK-74, and for that reason I find it more reliable for my playstyle. I usually try to fit the AK-74 with a suppressor, Atlas bipod, Cash-In Scope, and polymer stock. I don't really like the PSO-11 optic unless I'm engaging targets at longer ranges. If I have a PSO-11, I always keep it off the weapon until I absolutely need it. Number 3. Nothing screams reliability like the SKS. I consider this gun to be the best all-around weapon in the game. Not only is it decent at close range, but fitted with a PU optic, it can easily take out targets from 300 plus meters away. The weapon and the ammo can both be found in hunting stands as a .60, and with its internal magazine and strip clips, it means that you don't have to carry around extra magazines or worry about filling them up. Simply put the ammo on your action bar and you're good to go. Eventually, you'll be able to press F just like magazine weapons if you have strip clips loaded, but that hasn't happened yet. I recommend this weapon to anybody who is struggling with PvP or is new to the game and is not exactly sure what weapon works best for them. I recommend trying out the SKS and committing to it for a while and just seeing if you're more of a long range player or close range player, and who knows, maybe the SKS is that weapon that you're going to be relying on all the time. Number 4, the AUG. With 5.56 weapons, you have 3 choices. You have the classic M4, you get the AK-101, or you have the AUG. I'm sure most of you guys are surprised when I choose the AUG over all the other choices, but I'm going to explain why. First, that 300 meter zero is perfect for pretty much all combat situations with the AUG. You're not going to be engaging targets further than that because they're most likely going to have snipers. And with the close range, you're not really going to have any issues because 300 meter zero isn't going to cause your shots to go over your target. It's going to be pretty accurate, even at 100 meters. You don't have to think about what range to shoot when you're in the middle of a firefight. Since you're forced to have the weapon set at 300, it's one less thing you have to worry about. The optic itself is dead on accurate even at close range, and I don't have a problem lining up a headshot even at 50 meters away. The barrel of the weapon is also much larger than the M4, giving it a higher bullet velocity. This means that you have to lead less and the rounds move faster. With the AUG, you either love it or hate it, so give it a try to see which weapon you like more. Number 5. The SVD. Out of all the sniper rifles in the game, this has to be my favorite. A lot of people choose the Blaze because of the superior range, but for me the PSO-1 optic is perfect distance for most PvP situations. Ammo is easy to find, but the weapon is not. The SVD is one of the rarest weapons to find in the game, but if you look hard enough in fake barracks, you might be able to find one. The sad thing is not all SVDs spawn with the PSO1 optic anymore, so if you're lucky enough to find both the gun and the optic, be sure to keep it as long as possible. Magazines are also spawning frequently at fake barracks at the Northwest Airfield and in helicopter crashes. And since I prefer the 7.62 by 54 over the 308 round, the SVD is a natural choice when it comes to sniping in PvP situations. Anyways, that's all of my favorite setups currently in DayZ 0.60. I would love to hear what you guys use in PvP situations. Be sure to leave me a comment below and I'd love to read them. And also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily content, and also check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/dailyslob for more daily broadcasts. I go live every single morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, this Saturday and Sunday, I will not be streaming, but I'll be back on the following Monday. Have a good one, guys, and thanks for watching.